When you're talking about how the two political parties, Republican and Democrat, they've kind of turned their backs on the middle class or the blue collar workers for the last few decades. When you look around Washington D.C. and you look at who out there is kind of defying that trend, and who are the Republicans or Democrats, especially, I'd be especially interested in hearing that are really, I guess, had the best interest in these things, the middle class at heart.
You know, the guy who always impressed me most with his sincerity and thoughtfulness and deep personal integrity and just the degree to which he meant it, he wasn't a phony at all. He was totally sincere, and I know him well. Actually was a senator from Alabama called Jeff Sessions, who made the mistake of becoming attorney general and was totally attacked and discredited, mostly, not entirely unfairly, mostly unfairly, I thought. But it sort of obscured the fact that Sessions was Trump long before Trump. And Sessions really understood what had gone wrong with the country's economy and with the attitudes of its ruling class. Sessions was the single most impressive member of the Senate, I always thought, and I still think that. So there's him. I mean, I'm sure that there are Democrats out there who are starting to figure out that the identity politics stuff is just a pure cul-de-sac. I mean, it's a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere. You know, all this like, I'm a person of this, I'm a person of that. I mean, that crap is just a recipe for civil war because,
right.
You know, if we're defining ourselves by our immutable characteristics, there's nothing we can do about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have blue eyes, you have brown eyes. Okay. First of all, it's not a very interesting conversation. Neither of us chose our own eye color. It's an accident of birth. Second, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't change it. So if we hate each other because of it, we're always going to hate each other. It's not resolvable. And that's what Democrats are pushing. They're pushing racial division, obviously, on the country because they think that it helps their short-term political goals. But I think I think there's got to be some. I mean, Democrats. You know, there are a lot of smart Democrats. I know some of them who are thinking, "Wait a second, why are we attacking the American middle class at exactly the moment when things are falling apart for them?" I mean, there's only one group in America whose life expectancy is in decline, and it's the middle class. And meanwhile, the Democrats make it sound like, you know, they're responsible for every bad thing that's ever happened. I mean, Ocasio-Cortez, that 27-year-old congresswoman from Queens, yesterday on Rachel Maddow's show said, your average illegal alien is a better American than your average Trump supporter.
Right.
If you say stuff like that, and what you're saying is like, I just hate my own people. And they do. And I just got to think somewhere there is a Democrat or a group of Democrats who are like, you know what? That's just, first of all, it's stupid and mean. But second, that's
right.
not like a good way to win elections or run the country. It's just not.